Hello. Right, trying different camera. Hopefully won't get so much lag and cutting out. There's nothing more annoying than sitting down to wow, it's like really wide screen. Hey, you get the whole room now. Right, come on then. Come on down. Hello. There's somebody here. Wonderful. Right, so partly testing out the equipment, but there was this thing. I do like this question. Should we vaccinate or not? Because it's like, like the establishment is like, duh, yeah, vaccinate. Of course, like we eradicated smallpox. Surely we can eradicate every single disease there could ever be. It hasn't really worked out like that, has it? Just seems as soon as they sort out one medical problem, another one comes along. And a big one that we have these days is autoimmune disease. And I heard something interesting that if you catch measles, it resets your immune system. Like the act of having measles makes your immune system forget everything. So that would be great for people with autoimmune diseases. And they're growing. There's more, it's good. It's a growing thing. So, yeah, the argument against vaccination, the best argument that in my mind for the future of humanity's health is that in order for your immune system to be strong, it needs to be used now and then, Like if you don't use it, you lose it. And then the vaccination will make the people for vaccines will make the argument, well, when you have a vaccination, your immune system is still being active. But then what's the point in vaccinating? Why not just get the disease then? They say, oh, the disease might kill you. Okay, and the vaccine might not, what is the deal with it then? If the vaccine might not work then if it isn't as strong as the actual virus, because then the immune system isn't actually getting the thing that it needs to kill. It's just, to me, it's just ridiculous. People go yearly for a flu jab, and each year the flu is different. So what? It's stupid. So I think for the future of humanity, to keep your immune system going, we have no vaccinations, and then we take what we get, and we either survive or we don't. But those who survive will have that strong immune system and will pass it on to their kids. The way we're going is we're actually making each generation weaker and weaker. So don't vaccinate, right? Obvious. Right. Well, I've got one person here. Don't know if it's a YouTube bot. What do you think? Say hello or something. That would be good. See, the other thing I think that these diseases that we've had are there for a reason. All horses and dogs have so many genetic weaknesses because they've been inbred to get the different types. Horses today that you see people riding on are not like the wild horses that were about originally. And dogs, as we can see, have changed dramatically. You can get a dog now that big or something. I think it's cruel because that, even though that dog's the size of a mouse, he still thinks he could take on the world. Like, you see these little dogs and they're yapping away like they could like they could take on anything. But they're full of genetic problems, and some of them really suffer in life. I think it's spaniels or something that get some sort of problem because their head shape is wrong for their brain. You know, you mess with nature, you're gonna end up with a mess. So leave it to nature. Leave it to the intelligence of nature. You know, we've been around for millions of years. We've got this far without any vaccinations whatsoever. You know, smallpox, maybe I should do some research on it, but you know, it's something quite a long time ago. I don't think it was in my lifetime. It was in the 1960s or something. And yeah, okay, cleverly they managed to get rid of it, but maybe it was going to go away anyway. You don't know. I think what's best. You're a baby, okay, come into this world, and at the age of 6 months, you have an injection: measles, mumps, and rubella vaccinations. You get 3 diseases at once. Then a couple of years later, you have it again to rule it out. Or when I grew up, I had mumps when I was very young, barely affected me. Chicken pox at the age of 6. I remember if I had measles or not. I don't know what rubella is. I remember having a sugar cube at the age of 11 for polio vaccine. Now, again, polio is something I think that should be looked into. I should probably do this work, but I haven't, so I'm just going on my my logic. But I think we can never really truly eradicate everything forever. It's always going to come back at you. So what is the point of a vaccine? The idea is that it gives you a bit of a disease, or just a little bit, so you can cope with it, you know. Well, maybe that won't be good enough if you get a big dollop of the disease later. You'd still have, your immune system would still have to deal with it. So what's the point? Just all that money and expense and injecting people, you know. And you never get everyone anyway. We've got bum disease vaccines, which I've done videos on. You know, I'm truly, honestly, very much against those. It's just pointless. And then they say, oh yeah, well, you get the vaccine, but you're not actually getting it. You see, this is what they say now with this HPV vaccine. You don't get the actual disease. They've just made it like a dead shell of the disease. So again, you know, they think they've hypothesized that will be enough for the immune system to fight off the disease. So they don't know. They've only just started it. And plus, for any vaccine like that to work these days, it has to be done worldwide. So everyone who's let their 13, 12-year-old child have this HPV vaccine, you know, there's hardly been any information on it. My son was the only one in his year who didn't consent to it. So everybody else just had it. And they really don't know the results of what it might cause. And maybe it will do nothing. But then maybe it's just been a worthless, pointless waste of money and time to have it. And the thing is, you just don't know. And then the other one is, so I was having this discussion with my brother, and he's got a young child, and he had his kid have the flu vaccine. So the adult flu vaccine was supposed to be the dead version of the virus that they injected. Because I was like, why do they have to inject it? And then he said, oh, with my son, they didn't inject him. They sprayed a live vaccine in his face. You know? Like, you go down there, so they get spraying some chemical that they think might be the flu this year, but they're basing it on the flu from last year, and they don't know. Because by the time you've made a copy of the virus or whatever, you know, it's been and gone. And next year's will be slightly different. and coronavirus will quite possibly be the same. So you might as well just hold, you see someone on the tube about to sneeze, grab your kid and put their face right in front of them. They get sneezed on in the face. There you go. You're immune now. You've got to use your immune system. Your immune system is like an intelligent thing. It learns and it remembers, and sometimes it can go wrong, and that's probably due to modern lifestyle, too much of one thing or another. So you've got to use it or lose it. And if you think about how a mother will pass on its immune system knowledge to the child, and then that child's going to be around the parents, very close to the parents, so they're going to get what the parents have got. We want to be keeping it strong, not weakening it, if we want to survive. So yeah, I'm going to stop this and see if it works. I think I basically said what I wanted to say. We're not going to have a debate because no one's saying nothing. And so yeah. Okay. Bye.